and welcome back to Hackers After Dark, the podcast where we decode the hype, expose the truth, and talk about the future of tech from the trenches. I'm Anna London, Army vet, cybersecurity strategist, and founder of Cyber Nomad. Now, tonight we're diving into a topic that's been lighting up the headlines everywhere through investor calls and, of course, X or Twitter threads. Is the AI boom a revolution or a bubble waiting to burst? So let's talk about that trillion-dollar question, shall we? Let's start first with some hard numbers, because I'm all about bringing in the facts, right? Bringing in the data. According to Harris Cooperman of Praetorian Capital, the entire AI industry is generating about $20 billion a year in revenue. Now, that's not nothing, but it's a drop in the bucket compared to what's being spent. In 2025 alone, over $320 billion is being poured into AI data centers. And by 2026, that number could hit $1 trillion. That's not just a tech industry issue, that's a macroeconomic red flag. So even if we take more optimistic estimates, let's say 35 to 50 billion in global AI sales, we're still looking at a massive shortfall. And as Cooperman put it, if the economics don't work, doing it at a massive scale just puts it into an industry crisis and a national economic crisis, right? And he's not alone. A recent McKinsey report, estimates that $7 trillion will be needed globally by 2030 just to keep up with the AI compute demand. That's more than the GDP of Japan. So let's not pretend AI is all smoke and mirrors. There are real tangible use cases out there, right? Let's talk in healthcare first. AI is helping detect diseases earlier than ever. Tools like Google's DeepMind AlphaFold are revolutionizing protein folding predictions, which could accelerate drug discovery. And then in agriculture, we have AI, right? At the IEEE SUSTech 2025 conference, Rake, Lingor, and Goro presented a model using AI to optimize sustainable farming in Asia, an application with real-world impact on food security. And then, of course, in retail and logistics, Amazon uses AI to predict inventory needs and optimize delivery routes. And it's not just about chatbots, it's about efficiency at scale. Then we have gaming and simulation. So Elon Musk's xAI is building AI-generated video games using NVIDIA's world model tech, which simulates real-world physics, right, for immersive environments. So yes, AI is doing some amazing things. But here's the catch. Most of these applications are still in early stages or in pilot programs, and their revenue just isn't there yet to justify the infrastructure costs. So let's talk about the elephant in the server room. Circular deals. OpenAI is buying billions in chips from NVIDIA. NVIDIA is then investing billions in OpenAI. Oracle is building data centers for OpenAI using NVIDIA chips. And then NVIDIA is also investing in CoreWeave, which is selling cloud services to OpenAI. It's a closed loop of capital, and it's raising eyebrows, and rightly so. As Morningstar analyst Brian Colello put it, if we get to a point a year from now where we had an AI bubble and it popped, the deal might be one of the early breadcrumbs, right? One of many, all right? Even Jeff Bezos has acknowledged that we're in an industry bubble, and Sam Altman, CEO, of course, as we all know, OpenAI, recently said between the 10 years we've already been operating and the many decades ahead of us, there will be booms and busts. Translation, you may ask? They know this might not be sustainable. Okay, let's be real. Now, this isn't the first time we've seen this movie, right? Back in the 1990s, right? Telecom companies spent over $100 billion laying fiber optic cables, betting on explosive internet growth. The result? The dot-com bust. Companies like Global Crossing and WorldCom collapsed under the weight of their own hype. Now, today we're seeing similar patterns. Massive infrastructure spending, circular financing, and sky-high valuations with little to no profit. Now, the difference? Today's tech giants like Microsoft, Amazon, and NVIDIA have deeper pockets, but even they aren't immune to economic gravity. So what happens next? According to Forrester's 2026 AI predictions, 25% of AI spending will be delayed into 2027 because companies can't tie AI investments to actual profits. It's just not realistic. And 60% of Fortune 100 companies are expected to appoint heads of AI governance to manage risk and compliance. Now, the hype is giving way to hard questions. What's the return on investment? Right? Is the first question. Who's accountable when AI fails? And can we afford to keep scaling without sustainable revenue? Look, I'm not anti-AI, okay? Honestly, I'm a tech junkie myself, right? I've been doing cybersecurity for about 35 years now. But I am pro-reality, okay? AI has the potential to change the world, but only if we build it responsibly, sustainably, and with a clear-eyed view of the economics. So what do you think, right? Are we building the future or just another bubble, all right? Let me know your thoughts, okay? Tag me anywhere, LinkedIn, YouTube, right? Spotify, Podbean. And don't forget to check out my latest blog post as well. The AI boom is starting to look a lot like the dot-com bust, right? You can find it on my cyber-nomad.com website. I'll scroll all the way down to the bottom, and there you have it. Subscribe to Hackers After Dark on Spotify, Podbean, and YouTube. And leave a review. Share this episode and keep the conversation going, okay? Until next time, stay curious, stay critical, and stay secure. This is Anna London signing out.